Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon.
Someone is about to buy $10 billion worth of Bitcoin in what could be the start of a new major era of Bitcoin accumulation and the start of a new major bullish phase in the cryptocurrency markets. This is some pretty crazy news. So the Terra network, the Luna asset, the relationship with UST, well, these guys are planning to buy $10 billion worth of Bitcoin in order to back the UST stablecoin with something more solid. That's insanity beyond belief. $10 billion in Bitcoin buys coming. Now, apparently, they've already been greenlit to buy $3 billion worth of Bitcoin. It's massive. That's absolutely massive. Incredible.
Goldman Sachs has executed the bank's first ever OTC crypto transaction. The multinational investment bank and financial services company, Goldman Sachs, disclosed that they conducted an over-the-counter OTC crypto transaction with the digital currency firm Galaxy Digital. Following the OTC settlement, the head of digital assets for Goldman Sachs, Max Minton, said that the firm was pleased to have executed the bank's first cash-settled cryptocurrency options trade with Galaxy. An important step, because this comes first and then eventually, hopefully, a spot Bitcoin transaction. They're getting into cryptocurrency. It's important to see the way the world is trending.
World's first decentralized bank in the metaverse. Traditional banks that have created outposts in the metaverse have a new compelling competitor. JP Morgan and HSBC have launched sites in the metaverse, but they are traditional banks that come with all the traditional bank problems. There is a decentralized bank that has now entered the metaverse. This crypto-based model will take on these Goliaths with simple, dependable digital banking procedures. MetaBank DeFi has announced it has entered the fray. The photorealistic metaverse crypto project says the world's first decentralized 360 solution bank in the metaverse. The mission is to implement decentralized banking and to help users truly grasp concepts of visualization by introducing them to the metaverse, putting the power in the hands of those who can determine their own terms financially.
I mean, I'd go bank there.
MetaMask has officially reached over 30 million users, as well as hinted at a DAO formation and a token release, which will be coming here very soon. This is an absolutely massive milestone for MetaMask, establishing itself as the #1 Web3 wallet on Ethereum. A lot of people have also been asking for a DAO as well as a token, and it seems that it will be coming here in the very near future.
Guess what? Now we have the world's largest hedge fund, Bridgewater Associates, jumping in. This is Ray Dalio, who he himself has said he owns Bitcoin. But yeah, his firm, Bridgewater Associates, is investing in crypto fund. The details are still scarce. What kind of fund is this? Who is it with? How much? We don't know the details yet. But we do know this shows that the world's largest hedge fund with 150 billion in assets is taking crypto very, very, very seriously, along with all the other institutions out there and all other banks and all major corporate companies. Everyone is taking crypto very seriously these days.
FTX has unveiled that tennis wonder Naomi Osaka is now partnering with the exchange, joining the likes of Tom Brady. She will receive an equity stake in the trading platform and will also be paid in cryptocurrency. Osaka is going to be focused on encouraging women to get involved with what the industry has to offer. She'll be directing and producing content for FTX, and the exchange's logo will appear on her kit in future tennis tournaments.
El Salvador's Bitcoin bond issuance apparently delayed, so they're saying they're nearly there, but potentially the delay came because of the international conditions. In November 2021, President announced plans to build a Bitcoin city funded by the sales of the bonds. So this is what the bonds will be used for if people are investing in the Bitcoin bonds. in El Salvador. So these will have an annual coupon of 6.5%. Half of the funds will be used to accumulate Bitcoin, so they're going to use the money to buy Bitcoin, and the rest of it's going to be earmarked for infrastructure and Bitcoin mining powered by geothermal energy. So basically to create the city. Half of it they're going to buy Bitcoin, the other half they're going to continue to create this Bitcoin city.
This next story is pretty wild. One of Australia's major 4 banks openly states on its website is partnering with Canada CIBC using Ripple's blockchain network technology. NAB forms International Bank Innovation Network. So, even though Ripple is under heat in the United States, other countries are very interested in Ripple's technology. And a lot of people think it's going to replace Swift. Do I think so? I have no idea. I hope they do, and I hope it works out, because at the end of the day, Ripple is essentially a cryptocurrency.
One whale in one transaction scooped up 3.7 trillion SHIB, period, worth $89 million. It came from a wallet that was a 216th ranked Ethereum wallet. In the last 7 days, there has been 4.08 trillion Shiba Inu tokens worth over $97 million USD bought by whales. Track whale activity. They're the smart money guys. Track them.
Bang bang, the country of Malaysia is now proposing that they should adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies as legal tender. Every single country is going to do this, but to see the Malaysian government going ahead and proposing the adoption of crypto assets as legal tender is a big deal. Now, of course, having the Malaysian government adopt Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is a really big deal, but this is a 180-degree different position than what they were doing just last year. Many of you may remember this viral video of them literally steamrolling Bitcoin mining machines. Look at how crazy this was. Just an epic image of exactly how the government felt about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And ultimately, that's where we're headed. Every single country in the world is going to realize that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are the future.
On the topic of Ethereum, the balances of both BTC and ETH on exchanges continue to drop. This is important because when a large amount of cryptocurrency moves off of an exchange, it means investors are not planning on selling anytime soon. One possibility is that these investors are just waiting for something that will send BTC and ETH on a parabolic run. For ETH, this catalyst is likely to be Ethereum's transition from proof of work to proof of stake, which will make ETH an insanely appealing asset to institutional investors who value yields above all else. On the topic of Ethereum, the balances of both BTC and ETH on exchanges continue to drop. This is important because when a large amount of cryptocurrency moves off of an exchange, it means investors are not planning on selling anytime soon. One possibility is that these investors are just waiting for something that will send BTC and ETH on a parabolic run. For ETH, this catalyst is likely to be Ethereum's transition from proof of work to proof of stake, which will make ETH an insanely appealing asset to institutional investors who value yields above all else.